Hi everyone, very good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to Now Experts Time channel. We are watching Software Asset Management series. I have released almost six, sorry, five part for a software asset management. It will explains the software asset life cycle, financials, compliant and non-compliant scenarios, etc. If you want to learn more, please refer those videos. So in today's session, what we are going to talk, that is procurement. So in earlier two session, I just explained what are all the types of procurement currently available in ServiceNow. There are two types available in this procurement. One is proactive procurement and another one is a reactive procurement. So in today's session, we are seeing about the reactive procurement. Before starting a procurement, stockroom, it is a major piece. To understand what is a stockroom, please check my earlier video. Now going to that point, so when we talk about the reactive procurement, uh, the baseline of this reactive procurement is software model. So not only the procurement scenario, software model, it's a very baseline for your software asset management. So once you onboarded the software asset model, then you can see that information in this table. This is a software asset model table. Some sample data have just loaded in my personal instance. Here you can load a number of software models with the different publishers. So currently we take one publisher and try to understand how it is supporting for your reactive procurement. So when you talk about the reactive procurement, what are all the areas first I need to focus? First point, I already explained that software model. Second, using the software model, you can convert as a catalog. This is an out-of-box capability, how you can convert that software model as a software catalog. I'll just showcase you. So once the catalog is created, then the next course of action is you need to define that variable for the catalog and you need to define the workflow. By out of box, there is no variable, it will come when you are converting your catalog from your software model. And a similar way, you need to define the workflow. That means each business, they are having a separate process. Whenever you are requesting a software, it should go for a one approval or two approval or three approval, one task, two task, three tasks, like that. So once the task is created, we need to create a purchase order. Based on the purchase order, you need to track the procurement. So these are all the points we are going to discuss in today's session. So point number one is software model, how you can convert a software model to software catalog. Point number two, once the catalog is created, how to define a variable and how to define the workflow. Point number three, once the catalog is ready, then how the procurement is working. So these are all the important concepts we are going to discuss in this video. So here some sample software models are available. So we can take any one of the software model and we can try our reactive procurement scenario. I take Microsoft Azure 2.0. So when you logged into the software model, Every software model, they are having a related links like this. Under this related links, you can see an option called published to software catalog. So this link is going to help to convert your software model as a software catalog. So I'm just going to click this software model, sorry, the software catalog link. So when you click this link, then it will pop up one window. It asks that information where I should tag this software catalog. What is a category? So here two items I have created on a software, two softwares are there. You can take any one. Similar way you can take a other item also. Sorry, click OK. So once you click OK, what it will do, it will convert that model as a software catalog. Now you can see this is converted as a catalog item, and you can see the try it button. So everyone knows who worked in the ITSM scenario, so where we should create the catalog item. So once the catalog item is created, how the try it button is used, etc. So that knowledge will help you here. If you little scroll down in this software model to software catalog conversion, there is no variables, there is no variable sets. And similar way, there is no workflow also tagged here. So if you want, you can customize it based on your business requirement, but by default, out of box scenario, there is no variables, there is no variable sets and workflows. So it's having some workflow, but that workflow we need to modify it as per your business requirement. So currently I'm just going to create one variable or one or two variable here to justify our reactive procurement scenario. I take one variable, test1. You can create what type of variable you want, like requested by, requested for, location. What you want, you just create those variables. Otherwise, create a variable set and tag that variable set for each software catalog. It depends your business requirement. So I'm just creating one variable here. Once I created here, then similar way, when how you will do in this ITSM, you can do it. Just click the try it button and you can see that option here. So this option, it is going to support you to place your request. So this catalog generated and this catalog will mapped in your portal. The portal is your omni channel. Using that portal, you can place the request. You take a sample scenario. You are a new employee for your organization, so that time you need a laptop, and that laptop should have these are all the software. So that requirement you are having. So you need to inform this requirement via this request. These are all the software actually I am looking to install in my official laptop, like that. So I'm just going into the portal. Instead of portal, I'm a admin rights owner, so I can access this catalog directly into the platform. Using the platform, I'm creating one request, just clicking order now button. Now it's ordered. It's typical ITSM related scenario. One difference is you are going to convert that software model as a software catalog. So I created this request. So copy this request and paste it here and hit enter. There is a RAQ that's created now. That equivalent RITM also created, and this catalog item, it explains 2.4 Microsoft Azure. And I'm opening another item, it having a two tasks, software and field services. These are all bringing from out of box scenario. So once the request is created, you can check it from here. One more beauty is Here the procurement scenario is going to pitch in. So if you go to the left navigation pan and you go to the procurement, under this procurement you just open the tasks. In this task you search with this request. This is a request I created, you can see above, so I pasted. So you can see only two tasks in your RITM, but when you come to your procurement you can see the three tasks. If you see here, there is a one task additionally added, and that task is assigned to the procurement team. So when the task is assigned to the appropriate team, they will get immediate email notification. Based on the email notification they can plan further. So these two, it is not required because this is not part of your procurement, but this one, it is important, it is part of your procurement. So I'm just opening this task. So these informations are auto populated based on your out of box workflow. If you want, you can modify it, what type of short description, configuration item, and requested item, requested for. So what are the informations you want, you can slightly modify in your software catalog. Next important point, this source request button. From this source request button onwards, your procurement scenario is going to kickstart. So when you click this source request button, you can see that information, available rights and vendor purchase. So currently there is no rights are available for this software model or software entitlement. So you need to purchase this entitlement from your publisher. So this purchase is handled in the separate tool, like SAP Ariba is a procurement tool. So in this procurement ServiceNow side, you can enable two use cases. Use case number one, once you click this purchase, then PO, purchase order, will be generated. Once the purchase order will be generated, then there are two use cases are applied there. Number one, either you should track the purchase order via manual, or you enable integration between ServiceNow and your procurement tool. So first we will click this option and let's see how it is happening, and we will go to those two use cases and we will discuss little detailed manner. So now I'm going to purchase, that means procure an entitlement for this Microsoft Azure 2.0. So when I click this purchase button, there is a purchase order related options, it will display here. So you must enter this options in this fields. This is part of Microsoft publisher. This is part of Microsoft metric group, and this is part of which license metric, is it a user based or a device based. So what, you know, that information you directly select it from here. So I selected per device, I put a count as 10, 1, how much you want, you just add it. And stock room, it's a pretty much important part when you talk about this procurement. Stock room is playing another vital role. So to understand this stock room, please refer my part 5 stock room video, that will give you more clarity here. So I will select any one of the stock room, like EAM stock room best, and I'm just clicking the purchase button. Not required, so I already clicked the purchase button. Now I need to submit it. So click a submit button, then it will ask the detail, can I place the request. You just click OK. Once you click that, then purchase order will be generated. So now you can see this is a RITM number, and the task number, based on the task number you have clicked the source request. RATM number is a baseline here. So once you click this OK button, then it will route it to this REQ ticket. So here this RATM number it is displaying, and you can go to this purchase order. That purchase order information is also displaying here. Now this purchase order placed in your service request. Yes. So once you placed this purchase order in your service request, it is storing in your service now table. Here the two use cases what I highlighted it will applicable. I just open this purchase order here. If I open this purchase order, now it is requested. After the request you need to order it. After the order you need to dispatch and collect it. So those type of tracking mechanism you need to do it. So when you talk about this tracking, this can be handled via two use cases. Use case number one, either you should take via manual or you should do an integration. So manual means it's a pretty straightforward. So send an email, get an update. Based on the update, you just update this purchase order and you maintain that current status. So you want, or business want to avoid this manual related interactions, manual related interventions, then you should enable this integration with your SAP Ariba or some other procurement tool. Now the status is requested. I'm just clicking order now. Now the request is ordered. So once the request order, you need to track that status manually, or integration will take a remaining portion. You take which is the best option for your business, or business what they are expecting, you just apply here. So order there, then finally you need to move to the next status. That means once you receive that product, then you need to change the status as receive. So when you click this receive button, it will change the status as receive. So when you are receiving, it asking that information about your software asset tag, serial number, what is a unit cost. These three factors are very important part. So asset tag is going to support to you identify the appropriate asset. Software side, there is a one more unique ID is there, that is publisher part number, PPN. That PPN is supporting to identify the software. This asset tag is supporting to identify the asset. So I put asset tag like combination of my organization name hyphen business unit name hyphen your numeric number. So you can define that syntax based on your business and apply in your asset tag. So I put test hyphen business unit hyphen 10,001. Serial number. What is a serial number you are receiving for that software entitlement? You just add it. And unit cost, how much in the purchase order PO itself, it shows that unit cost information. I'm just putting a random 231. I'm just clicking the submit button now. Once you click the submit button, if you go to the assert tab, what you highlighted, those all informations are tagged here. So what it is representing, this assert is referring for your ALM underscore license table, that is called entitlement table. I just click this item and see where it is routing. So it is routing to software entitlement. So you are placing an order. That order you are tracking via manual or integration. After that you are receiving that order. Once you received that order, you are entering that asset tag, serial number and cost. So this is asset tag, unit cost and serial number. it's added. So once you click that option after submission, then it is storing that information in your software entitlement. So it starts from software model and it ends with your software entitlement. So it clearly shows you ordered for 10 rights, 10 rights are active, 10 rights are purchased. All informations what you gave in that request, it will be copied in your software entitlement. Additionally, the expense lines also will be generated. So how much expense you provided with that third party, that information is also tracked in your software entitlement. So this is a way this reactive of procurement is working. In nutshell, I'm just doing a quick recap. When you talk about the reactive procurement, you need a software model, that is a prerequisite. Based on the software model, you are going to create a software catalog. Based on the software catalog, you are going to create or define the variables and workflow. So once these are item ready, then we are publishing this software catalog in the portal. Then who is looking that software, then they directly logging into the portal and they can raise a request. Once the request is placed, then the procurement can be handled via UA action called source request. That source request is kickstart your procurement, and it asking that information: what is a publisher, how much license you want to purchase, where you want to store the stock room, all details it will ask. Once you selected that information, you are placing this request, then purchase order will be submitted. Once the purchase order submitted, it having some life cycle, status is requested, and you are ordering that purchase or you are ordering that software. Once you ordered, you need to track that item via manual or automated. If you want to track automated, then you need to enable that integration with your procurement tool, example SAP Ariba. If you want to track manual, it is pretty straightforward. Send an email, update that status for your purchase in the each line. You can update it in your PO work notes. So once it is done, you are receiving that product, you change the status as received. Then finally you need to fill the serial number, unit cost and asset tag and submit it. So once it is submitted, it will store that information in software entitlement. So I hope this will give you a more clarity about your reactive procurement, how starts and how it ends. I hope you enjoyed the session. Please keep on watch the software asset management series in this channel, so you will get more clarity about software asset management life cycle and components elements. I hope you enjoyed the session. We will discuss in the next session. Thank you and goodbye.